Good morning, beloveds. It is Monday. It's time to get this week started. And I am not ready. Got a good bike ride in this morning and the weather was nice. All right. Okay. So it is May 22nd. Our title is The Past is Present. And our author is Sikking, from The Years That the Locust Hath Eaten, which is a Unity pamphlet from 1966. All right. So, May 22nd, the past is present. A wise Frenchman once said, "The past is always present." And this is true. Out of the past we are built. Out of the past we grow and unfold. Our past has been a process of unfoldment. We unfold physically and mentally from children to adults. We unfold in spiritual consciousness. We have to get to know God and rise above limitations. You are a child of God and you can restore the past. You can see all of your past life in its proper light. Do not try to run away from past experience. Just try to put them in their right place. They were experiences that you came through. Put away anxiety and condemnation of yourself, just as children grown into adulthood put away their toys. It does not matter what the past has been or what you believe about it or what you think about it. Today, it is being restored as a part of God unfolding in and through you. Nothing that occurred in the past can possibly separate you from God. It is never too late to be forgiven. It is never too late to be healed. It is never too late to be prospered. It is never too late to pray. It is never too late to receive your good, and it is never too late to grow. You can restore the past. God is in you. God is your path. God is your power, and God can restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten. I'm going to have to think about this one, but I'm going to tell you that I think that the most interesting line in here is, nothing that has occurred in the past can possibly separate you from God. Nothing that has occurred in the past can possibly separate you from God. I'm not sure where Sikking is going. Honestly, I don't. We can talk all about the past. And honestly, if you talk to any of us who have been through any kind of trauma, and let's be honest, most of us have been through some kind of trauma, to varying degrees. Most of us have looked at our lives and gone, I would never wish my experiences on somebody else, but I wouldn't be who I am without what I've been through. Do I think that what I've been through was God ordained? Absolutely not. No. I don't think, and I also don't think, sometimes we get this, and I'm going to tell you what a spiritual bypass is, where you've had some pretty awful experiences and you say, well, I agreed to those. I don't think we ever agree to come to into this material world to have negative experiences. I just don't believe that. I don't believe God sets us up that way. I don't believe we agree to that. I think what happens is we come to the material plane, and the material plane is messy and confusing, and things happen. Okay? And then what we do with them says a lot about who we are. All right? So, and that's my opinion. All right? I don't think God sets us up to have these experiences, and I don't think we agree to have these experiences. I think we come here and we have experiences. And then I'll quote William Shakespeare at you, that a lot of experiences are neither good or bad. It's thinking that makes them so. Now, that being said, there are some awful things that happen in the world because people don't know who they are. People have forgotten who they are. And that line in there, nothing that has happened in the past can separate you from God. So nothing in your past can separate you from God. Nothing in anybody else's past can separate them from God. I am, however, going to lean into the best apology is changed behavior. Saying I'm sorry is not enough. Changing your behavior. That's where the apology really is. The I'm sorry is the promise to change your behavior. So, when we look back at our past and we look back at the things that have happened and we go, well, I wouldn't be who I was if I hadn't had those experiences. But part of the goal is then to make sure that nobody else has to have those experiences. It's like, nope, we've already learned that lesson. We don't need to do this again. Okay. So we move forward. And I think she kind of touches that, but then she ends with that really interesting line about, restore to you the years that the locust have eaten. I have no idea where that has come from. I'm gonna Google it. But basically, if you've been stuck, if you've been caught up in the past and forgotten who you are and forgotten that you are God having an experience of itself in this world, it's never too late. It's never too late to start again or to start in the first place. What is it that you really want to do? It's never too late to start. You hear people go back to medical school at 40 or, write their first book at 50 and win prizes in their 60s. It's never too late. So whatever you have been through cannot separate you from God. You are still a beloved child of God, whether you've been on the receiving end or the putting it out there, end where you were the one dishing it out, which is why I did make that comment about the best apology is changed behavior. We all make mistakes. But nothing that we have done can separate us from God. And we can always come back into alignment with God. And that, I think, is where the years can be restored to us. It's like when we've gotten out of alignment and things have happened, or we've encountered people who are out of alignment and things have happened. It's like we can come back into alignment, walk away from that, absolutely walk away from that. And it's not too late. It's not too late. Nothing that has happened in the past can separate you from God. That's the line. That's the line. It means that nothing that has happened to you can separate you from God, and nothing you have done can separate you from God. But it is your responsibility to come back into alignment with God. If you want those years restored, you have to come back into alignment with God. And make your amends. I don't know. Interesting. So, like I said, I'm going to have to go back and think about what she said. The past is always present, and this is true. Out of our past we are built, out of our past we grow and unfold. So if you've had negative experiences in the past, they are part of who you are, but you don't have to let them rule you. If you have perpetrated negative experiences, they are part of who you are, but you don't have to let them rule you. You can make a new choice now. Nothing that has happened in the past, be it things that you have done or things that you have had happen to you, can separate you from God. So, let me see if she's got a hint of a mission in here. Oh, yeah, there it is. My eyes fell. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, you can see all of your past life in its proper light. Do not try to run away from past experiences. Just try to put them in their right places. They are experiences you have come through. Put away anxiety and condemnation of yourself. So there you go. Put your past life in proper light. make the amends that you need to do, and see what you have grown through. Because she said it in there, like a child putting away their toys. It's like, you know what? That's not who you are anymore. Let's see who you are now. Come into proper alignment with God. And know that nothing can separate you from God. So, thank you very much, Sikking. It's Sikking, so I may or may not be pronouncing it right if you want to look her up. All right. So that's the mission today. Look at your past in the proper light. And you know what? There are these wonderful things called therapists. If you are struggling to look at your past in the proper light, there are these wonderful beings called therapists, and they can help you. You know what? Asking for professional help, especially in dealing with past experiences, especially traumatic experiences, it's a good thing. So, and as I'm about to say, to practice the spiritual practice of doing something loving for yourself, doing something kind for yourself, doing something compassionate for yourself every day. Well, a therapist can be very kind, compassionate, and help and loving. It is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself to engage a therapist. Just briefly, right after I had COVID and after I had my eye surgery, I had a bump and I engaged a therapist for a week. It was an interesting experience because it was a texting thing, which you can do now. You can get therapy by text. It was really cool. It was a good experience. And it was covered by my insurance. So, and sometimes that is the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do. Engage somebody who doesn't know you, who doesn't know your history, who is professionally trained to do that. It was very helpful. All right. So, try it. You might like it. There's a whole bunch of apps out there. I don't remember which. I think I used TalkSpace. I think that's the one that I used. Like I said, it was covered by my insurance. All right. Yeah, loving, kind, compassionate. So it can look as simple as taking a deep breath, and it can be as much as, engaging a therapist and putting your past your past life in the proper light. Put it in its right place. Okay. It also looks like, taking a walk, taking a nap, resetting yourself, saying I'm sorry to yourself. Sometimes the best thing you can do is go stand in the mirror, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am sorry. I will do better, and then do better. Love, kindness, and compassion. Okay. It also looks like eating dessert first, which is my metaphor. You know how Reverend Jesse loves his metaphors. My metaphor for don't save the good stuff. All right. Your life is a special occasion. Don't save the good stuff. Eat the good food, drink the good stuff, wear the nice clothes, wear the comfortable clothes, go and do the things that you would like to do. Make time out for joy. Joy is a quality of God. No matter what is going on in your life, you deserve joy. You want to practice love, kindness, and compassion on yourselves. Make room for joy. Make room for joy. All right. And that can look like all kinds of things. My mother's 70th birthday is coming up. And I called her and said, what are you doing for your birthday? And she kind of went, what do you want to do? My mom wasn't going to do anything for her 70th birthday. That's not okay. So we are going to do something for her 70th birthday. It's going to be a couple of weeks late, but that's what happens when you don't plan things. So love, kindness, compassion, make room for joy. Okay. All right. I am going to remind you what I talk about this love, kindness, and compassion. You deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. That's why I say it every day. I want you to create a habit, which is why I say it every day. I want you to create a well-worn path, the source of your own being, to the infinite source of love, kindness, and compassion. I want you to create that first response. And besides, you are your own best test subject. Immediate feedback. Is this the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing I can do? Yes or no? All right. That's why I say it every day. All right. Moving forward, do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like to you. Drink plenty of water as we move into the warmer days. It is super important to make sure that you are well hydrated. I say that during the winter too, because, when the heat's running, you get dehydrated. Well, in the summer, we sweat a lot. So drink plenty of water. Your brain works better when it is well hydrated. I do encourage you to get early in your day bright light. The sun wasn't exactly out, so I didn't have to wear my sunglasses, but I did get that early in my day bright light from the sun behind the clouds. But artificial light also helps. What I'm talking about is called a circadian rhythm. It is a natural hormone cycle. When you get that early in your day on your face and arms, bright light, it helps to reset those hormones. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. Try it. Yeah, might like it. And it's also science. You can look it up. And then, as always, I do, if you're a Science of Mind minister, you have a favorite Ernest Holmes quote. If you are a Science of Mind practitioner, you probably have a favorite Science of Mind quote or Ernest Holmes quote. If you are just simply an adherent to Science of Mind, you probably have an Ernest Holmes quote. My favorite. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. Okay? Because it's a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. This is what I'm talking about. When we activate the Christ consciousness, which we all come pre-installed with, they just call it other things in other countries and other religions. We all have it. And the password to activate it is love. When we do that, we create that heavenly mindset. The kingdom of God is within you. Jesus said that. Well, then that means it's a mindset. It is a state of consciousness. It means we can do it for ourselves. And when we learn that, heaven ceases to be a place we have to get to and becomes any place we are. That is just cool. All right? If I know what cool is, and trust me, I'm a nerd and a geek and all of that, so I don't know what cool is. But I do know that. Heaven is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. It's a superpower. And you have the power to do it yourself. And if we want to create a world that works for everybody, that is how we do it. We let people discover that mindset within them. We can't do it for them, but we can shine a light so that they can see the path. We can teach them all kinds of tips and tricks and what have you so that they can find it themselves. All right? It is teachable. It is learnable. It is already installed. All right. I am at and you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. Which, considering Unity uses unenfoldment, and I thought Ernest had invented that word, I'm guessing Emma did. Interesting. Okay. So if you want to know what's going on with social medias, we are Creative Life Spiritual Zone, Creative Life Spark on the social medias that we are on. I am the Running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I encourage you to check out the social medias. We try and put light, enlightening, funny, heartfelt, and good stuff and comforting stuff up there. I do, and the Sunday service is up on YouTube, so please feel free to go check that out. I'm 11 chapters into this thing called You, so got 5 to go, I guess. Need to get back on that. And then I'm going to encourage you to email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. So if you want to know what's going on with Creative Life Spiritual Center, with Reverend Jesse, that's the way you do it. Get on that constant contact. The hot links are hot. It'll either take you right to the information you want, such as our YouTube playlist for the soul sessions, or it will take you right to the, I just lost my train of thought, person who can help you get the information. All right. So I am now at the part of the day where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a Monday, a get your week started on the right foot day, a take a break day, a get stuff done day, I don't know what kind of day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You're a beloved child of God. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, a spirit in motion, God in action. and godling, as Reverend Jesse likes to say, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Always. All right? That is the truth of your being. As you get to know yourself, as you put your past in proper light, then you will see who you are. You'll get to know the truth of your being. And it's a good thing. All right? You are capable of so much more than you think you are, just by virtue of who you are. All right. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. Thank you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.